Thanks for joining us here on Vast Voice, VastSolutionGroup.com's. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and say world famous podcast. Actually, I say world famous. We're getting a little bit more listenership from all over the country and really all over the world, and that's appreciated. Thanks for downloading this or at least listening to it. First, my name's Kenner French. I'm with VastSolutionsGroup.com, noted author of written a number of articles. Also been speaking all over the country and before the pandemic all over the world. And what we're going to talk about today would be life stages and investment management. By that now, what do we mean? What do I mean? Well, on the way to developing and maintaining financial well-being, the ability to successfully manage your personal finances will play a really important role. A solid financial strategy can help you build a more financially secure future for your family. I know we work with small business owners typically, or entrepreneurs here at VastSolutionsGroup.com. This podcast will really outline kind of maybe a little bit for everyone, W-2 employees as well as entrepreneurs. To start, it's important to have an emergency fund in a separate savings account. Once you have accumulated, let's say, up to 6 months worth of income, let's say to cover housing, food, utilities, transportation costs, etc., you can work towards defining your short and long-term financial goals and then constructing a plan to help ensure that you're going to be able to meet your objectives. With your goal set and your plan in motion, you will need to regularly review your personal finances. And by that, I would also mean debts, by the way. When you reach a new stage in life, such as getting married or buying a home, birth of a child or a grandchild, here are some small milestones, really big milestones as well, to consider. Your first job. When you obtain your first permanent full-time position, you may be offered a workplace retirement plan. Again, this is really if you're an employee or a W-2 employee. It's never too early to begin saving for retirement. Take advantage of your employer's plan as soon as possible, especially if they have a match. It will give you your current, really, potentially, you can get some deductions as a result as well, meaning tax deductions. Try to contribute enough to your retirement fund to take full advantage of anything the employer provides. Consider any insurance provided by your employer as well, including health, life, disability, whatever the case is. If the insurance coverage offered through your employer's benefit plan does not meet your needs, or if your insurance is not offered at all, potentially look at getting some coverage independently of that. If you change jobs, you may find that benefit plans vary greatly from one employer to the next. Therefore, changes in insurance coverage and retirement options must be factored into your personal financial plan. For example, funds in your retirement plan might need to be rolled over as you continue to save, and hopefully you will. Now, marriage, another stage in life. Weddings are special occasions that become, cherished memories, but also can, affect your financial situation. You may consider opening a joint banking account, owning your purse, or purchasing property jointly, and sharing auto and maybe even health insurance. You may also want to begin saving towards the purchase of your first home and other mutual goals with that spouse of yours, such as raising a family. Obtaining and or updating your life insurance coverage to reflect a name change if applicable, to name your spouse's beneficiary can help ensure the financial goals will continue to be met going forward. Marriage will also require a review of your retirement goals to establish a savings plan to meet your retirement needs, because now you're in tandem with someone else. Getting married can also affect your tax situation. Truly, that's very, very major. That's something to really think about. You have to consult a tax advisor, making sure you're taking care of the most effective strategies. A new home or refinancing a home. Now, buying a first home, it's exciting. There's no doubt. Whether you are a first-time homeowner or looking to refinance, research the various mortgages available to find the most appropriate one for your circumstances. Also, purchase a homeowner's insurance policy to protect your home and its contents from covered losses. This is an opportune time to review any life insurance policies that you may have to ensure that mortgage obligation can be met in the event of your premature death. Now, children. With the added joy of a child comes financial responsibility, major. If you and your spouse are both working, you may need to plan for childcare expenses, or you may perform a cost-benefit analysis to determine whether the income of one spouse could meet your family's needs. Updating your health insurance to include your child and review your life insurance policy to ensure you have adequate coverage and to add your child as a contingent beneficiary, at least potentially. For an infant, college may be 18 years away. Yet, the sooner you start saving for higher education, the better. Children may also change your estate plan. Writing or reviewing your will becomes especially important to see that your child will be provided for. Now, starting your own business. As I mentioned at the outset, a lot of our clients at vastsolutionsgroup.com are entrepreneurs. Now, so let's get into starting your own business. Leaving your job to start your own business can be exciting. It's no doubt. As you assume responsibility for establishing, maintaining, or growing your business, be sure to consider the benefits that were previously provided by your employer. Now, it's important to maintain retirement plans and disability, medical, and life insurance coverage that you continue building your financial independence. Finally, we're going to the next stage, that being retirement. Retirement is a time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You may want to relocate to a warmer climate and anticipate the adventures awaiting you. Your finances come into play as you make your retirement dreams come true. Maintain adequate health coverage and stay informed of your future care options. Proper planning can help preserve your hard-earned assets. As you approach each milestone in life, the additional planning can be well worth the effort to become financially independent and prepared for whatever life brings your way. Remember to conduct annual checkups to assess your financial goals so you can provide for your loved ones and potentially build for your future. Hopefully this was of value, and actually, if so, maybe you could send it on to a friend. Tell a friend. More than anything, thank you for taking the time to listen to this Life Stages and Investment Management podcast by Vast Solutions Group and myself, Kenner French. It's been a pleasure.